So here's a quick slideshow of the highlights of my trip to India. So I started out coming from London and flew into Delhi, but then I transferred to Kolkata to meet my group. And here's the guy that picked me up from the airport because I was too chicken to try and find a taxi on my own. It was perfect. And this is the streets of Kolkata. This is driving from the airport to the hotel to meet my group. And the very next day we went shopping, and this is the market before it opened. It's super busy in the daytime and we needed to get our stuff done, so this was much easier. This is just after it opened, so as you can see it's getting a lot busier. And this is Sutter Street. This is where our hotel was in Kolkata before we left for the ashram. You can see the goats. You definitely share the road with a lot of different animals, not just people or cars, but also livestock. And then here's our group. We're getting onto the train headed for the ashram. It was about a 4-hour, 5-hour train ride. This is Deogar when we actually got to our destination before the ashram, getting into tuk-tuks. Here's me with Sapir and Brett before we got our names, our spiritual names. And this is Ricky just outside of the buildings. It's so peaceful. This is us receiving Mantra Diksha, which is basically initiation into this style of yoga. And this is Swami Satsangi. She's giving us our initiation, our beads, and our mantra, and also our new name, and my new name is Vedanta. And this one is just a photo of in between the buildings. We weren't really supposed to take photos, but I did. I snuck a few in between the buildings on our morning walks or afternoon walks in between the buildings. So these are my roommates, Britt and Brenda, and this is just more of the country in between the buildings, so you can get an idea of what it looked like. It was very, very peaceful here. It was just an amazing place, and I will definitely go back. And if anybody wants to come back with me, I'm planning to go back hopefully in 2018. And oh, that's a repeat, but that's okay. Gives me time to catch up. So I was there for about 3 weeks, and here's Brenda and I heading back. We're on our way back to take the train to Kolkata because we need to make our flight back to Delhi the next day. This is the train on the way. So this is at my hotel to meet my group in Delhi. There's me and Ganesh greeting me. This is on our old Delhi walking tour. These are pictures of gods and goddesses to make sure people don't pee in the alley. This is at Salam Balak Trust. It was for street kids, the charity for street kids. This is Jama Masjid in New Delhi. It's a huge mosque, gigantic mosque. I couldn't take pictures inside. This is an amazing Sikh temple from the 1700s. It was just incredible. This is the baby Taj. So this is in Agra. It was built before the Taj Mahal. It's actually one of the inspirations of the Taj Mahal. And it's the first marble building with inlay in India. It's very cute, very cool. And here's the Taj Mahal. So I took a lot of pictures of it. I planned the outfit I was going to wear and everything because everybody was so excited about my trip to India and how I was visiting the Taj Mahal. So I made a date with it. I made it a big deal and took lots of pictures. Yeah, I had a really good photographer. One of the girls on the tour was my photographer. And here we are shopping. Big mistake here. We got totally ripped off, but that's okay. It was fun. Here's Agra Fort. Very, very cool, gigantic monument. I had no idea what we were going to see because I didn't do any research. But this is Shah Jahan's prison. He was the husband of the lady who the Taj Mahal was built for, whose tomb it is. Anyways, okay, so this is still an Agra Fort. The architecture here, it is Indian and Persian inspired. It's just incredible. And then here we are looking at rugs. Oh my god, that was the one I really wanted to take home, but I just couldn't do it. This is on one of the electric vans, so we can get to the monument. Here's Fatehpur Sikri, which was oh yeah, it was the capital of the Mughal Empire for a very, very brief time, and then it was abandoned. And somebody, I can't remember who it was, built this Pachisi game, and the women of the court were supposed to be the players. And see the guy at the very end there, I have a video of him jumping into that gross, disgusting water for the equivalent of $2 Canadian. This is just some wild boars. That, like I said, there's lots of wild animals around. Okay, so when we went to this place, Chanbiori, these kids, I decided to give them some candy, and they decided to rip me off. And they stole my granola bars. I love the kids in India. They're so hilarious and really, really sweet in most of the places except for here. So this is Chanbiori. It's the well in Appaneri, and it was totally cool. Supposedly, actually, there are a few movies that were filmed there, including The Fall and one of the Batmans. And these are from these all came from a different monument. Okay, so these bracelets were made from sap from a banyan tree. They were very cool. I bought 3. This is Dula Bog. This is probably my favorite place of all of the places that we went to along the tour. We stayed in tents outside. It was actually really cold at night, but they gave us hot water bottles to warm up and really thick blankets, but it still wasn't enough. I didn't sleep very well. That was the pool. And here we are getting henna. That's Jill in the middle and Diana in the front. Very, very nice people. Loved the people on the tour. And this is a pano of Dula Bog. And then we went on a bike tour through the village, which was also very, very cool. This guy you'll see in the next picture, Shakti. We went to his house and visited his wife and his animals, and that's his baby goat. Loved the baby goat. And that's his wife. I can't remember her name, but she's very shy, very quiet. She served us chai. It was delicious. I stopped and got a picture of myself with the grass huts. And then we came to Jaipur, and this is Hawa Mahal, which is basically, it's called the Palace of the Winds. This is where the ladies of the court would have to go to see what was going on outside because they're not allowed out. So fun. This is City Palace. It was very cool too, but there wasn't really much to see there. We couldn't take pictures inside of many of the places. This is where we saw the weapons that they used in battle and stuff. Is very cool. There's a peacock arch. I love that. I had to take a picture of that. Here we are at the Bollywood Theatre, Raj Mandir. It was built in the 70s or 80s. I can't remember when they said, but it basically was like stepping back in time. It reminded me of when I was a kid and we would go to the movies back then, and it had the curtains drawn, and we didn't stay for the whole Bollywood movie because, you know, it was mostly in Hindi, but we basically got the gist of it. It was pretty cute. So here is Amber Fort. So they don't care what you call it. It was incredible as well. There's me taking a selfie, somebody else taking a picture of me, and there's the henna I got at Dula Bog. And that is a garden, if you can see that in the middle of the water. That's a pano of Amber. And then here's another shot from above. That's the courtyard in Amber Fort. Here's the elephant rides, which they told us they didn't recommend because the elephants are mistreated. Not cool. And these are the mirrored halls. They were incredible. And supposedly, before I talk about that, here's me. You can see me in the middle mirror taking a photo. That was on the ceiling. Here we are in Jaipur learning about how to hand stamp, because Jaipur is very well known for their fabrics and their everything. So so here we are, Jantar Mantar Observatory. I couldn't take very good photos of this place because the things that they use to look at the stars and observe the cosmos are massive. There was no way for me to take a good picture of any of the parts of it. And on the last night in Jaipur, we went for dinner at this place where they had traditional dancing, and this was really fun. Obviously, they like to get people involved. A few of us danced after. And my very, very favorite place that I went to in India, I think, aside from the ashram, obviously, was Akshardham. And it was just built like in the last 10 years or something like that. Built by volunteers. Is an incredible place to go. I loved it. The pictures don't do it justice. We couldn't take photos, so these are all borrowed from their website. Just incredible. And this is at Humayun's tomb in New Delhi. I visited it myself because everybody had already gone home from my tour. And there's the actual tomb. I have a video of it on my Facebook album. And here's another tomb. This one's a little bit more simple, probably more like my style, so when I die, keep this in mind. And India Gate. I didn't actually walk up to it. It was a really foggy day, so I just took a photo from it from afar. And then here are the pictures of the Himalayas that I took on my way home in the airplane back to Vancouver. I loved my trip, and I will definitely go back. Like I said, I'm hoping to go back in 2018, go back to Rikia, and maybe I can bring some people with me. If you have any other questions, though, let me know. I have lots more stories. This is just a brief overview of my trip. Thank you.